March 27, 2023. Welcome everybody to daily stock market analysis. I spent a lot of time in developing this cycle analysis on major indices. So please, if you like the content, share with your friends and family, and please hit the like button and subscribe to my video so you get notification right away as I post. All right. So hope you had a great weekend, and today I got you something very special. Hope you like it. So this deserves a like button. So please click like right now. Okay, so this is weekly chart of MES. This is also SPX chart. This is entire US stock market. So I developed some cycles here. You can see this bigger white dotted cycle. It's a dotted cycle, and then there are smaller cycles within it. Okay, and as you all know who are following me, we are between buy and sell zones. Okay, so we are approaching my sell zone. We're going to sell here and we're going to buy here. All right, so slightly updated these numbers. So if I go to daily chart, you can see in the middle is where these white lines are. This white line is neutral zone. Now we are slightly above it. All right, today was a very kind of a flat day on SPY. Basically market is trying to trick day traders, so it's an investors season. So I personally believe bull market started October last year, and we're in a bull market and we're heading higher. All right, so SPY basically approaching sell zone, so nothing to change. I don't think we're going to break previous lows. It was a good time to buy around mid of March, and now we're approaching higher. There's a huge resistance around 404 area. I'll show you 404 4040. I'll show you when I show you SPY. But one thing to note here, let me go back to weekly chart, how this cycle analysis works, just so that you know. Sorry, in trading view it's kind of hard to control these with auto sector auto clicked, but anyhow, so you can see we bottomed here. Okay, so these are around March here we bottomed here. Last year in October we bottomed here. So now we are in a cycle, we are in a rally phase. Okay, so this bigger circle is basically, it shows low and top. Okay, so we are now in the middle here, so we kind of bottomed here, and now we are going towards a rally phase. All right, so this rally phase, also there are two sub cycles under it. Okay, so very careful. So how this is going to work, probably I can show you in a daily better. So this is going to be like some pump here. All right, a little bit dump here. Okay, and then again pump. All right, and again dump. Okay, so something like that. If I go to daily chart, let's quickly see if we match to this. So now let me get rid of this just to show you how it might play out. So basically now we are in a rally phase. Okay, so by let's say by May, early April, sorry, early May, late April, we're gonna top out. Okay, so from here we're gonna top out here somewhere. Okay, in this sell zone. All right, and then we're gonna dump. All right, then we're gonna go with another rally phase. All right, and then a big period of risk is in this time period. Okay, so we'll see how it goes based on how high this rally goes. We'll figure out pumps and dumps based on that. But as of now, all you need to worry about, or all you need to remember, is we're going to look to sell in this sell zone, and we're going to look to buy in this buy zones. Okay, so right now we are slightly above this neutral zone, which is this white flat line. So I'll be looking to go here. So wherever my targets, let's quickly go to SPY. This will show you better. Let me bring all the EMA lines so you guys can see it better. So my target on SPY is basically these gap fills here. All right, so there's a gap around 408. Let me get rid of this. There's a gap around 408, and then also there is this resistance trend line. You can see this daily resistance trend line. So we're going there right now. So I'm looking to fill these gaps, and also there's another gap around 427 and 421. Okay, so my target now until mid-April to fill one of these gaps, and we'll be looking to sell here. All right, so that's what I think SPY will do. Let's quickly look at VIX. So you can see VIX, we had a dump here. Okay, you can see basically now we are below this 50 SMA line. This red line is 50 SMA line. So that's really bullish. Okay, and I have this arrow drawn like a while ago. You can, if you're following me, you can see this arrow is not changed, so it's still there. Okay, so now we're going down, so this is very bullish sign. SPY was kind of flat, but VIX dropped almost 5%. Okay, so this is an indication that a massive rally is coming. All right, also if you see here, if I zoom in a bit, you can see we are above 200 SMA line. This dark blue line is 200 SMA line, and this light blue line is 200 EMA line. We're kind of stuck between both, but eventually we're going to have a massive breakout. And if I zoom out a bit, you can see since June 2022, we are just in a range, okay? So SPY did not go anywhere, so it's going to be whenever it's going to break out, it's going to be very explosive, and my preference is to the upside, okay? This previous highs here around 430 is my target, all right? Triple Qs, same thing. Again, same cycle analysis here, okay? So I'm looking for a top. There are two gaps here, 328 to 322. I'm looking for those to fill. I'll be taking exits here and then probably look to short. And then again, we're going to buy again later on, all right? So that's happening on triple Qs. US 30, this is Dow Jones, so very bullish move today. Let's see how much we went higher today. I do have a DIA 0.6762%, very good. So again, I have this arrow here. There's a gap here. It's possible we can come down to fill this gap and then go higher, but everything looks good on Dow Jones. And also you can see we have a divergence here, so you can see we're making new lows with higher momentum on RSI and PPO. That's a good sign, all right? So it's going, and Russell was pretty good today. You can see we made a new low on day before yesterday with higher divergence on RSI. PPO is now trying to, this green line is trying to move above red line, which is a bullish sign, okay? So this means the momentum is trying to turn positive, okay? So everything is good on Russell, and Russell is when where all the small banks are, and now it looks like financial is almost bottom. I will show you when we review XLF. So it's possible we already seen bottom on Russell. All right, let's quickly look at oil. Oil also added cycle analysis, okay, and oil massively up today, 5% up today. But you can see we're reaching a period of risk here. Okay, if I go to weekly chart on oil, you can see what's happening here. You can see there is a lot of support here around 60 area. Okay, if I zoom out a bit, a lot of support around 60 area. All right, and then also there's a support around 65. Okay, this is the green line here. Sorry, it's a bit messy here. So you can see how this bigger white cycle is coming up. Okay, so oil is bouncing, but now it's right against this resistance here. All right, if I go to daily, okay, let's go to weekly. So this is weekly. You can see it's right about around this resistance. So I expect this to chop around here and then fail, and it's possible around the June. These cycles are acting really nice here. So I think around June we might see a new bottom here. So be mindful of that. Okay, so look, you can see we are right against this resistance here. So it is quite possible. Also, there is also a new low coming here. So it's possible it can come down a bit, then make a bit of more rally, and then it's going to go down again here. Okay, so I'm not sure if these lows are already in. I think it's most likely we'll see another low in sometime this year. Okay, oil and energy sector, I'm flat. I'm not too bullish on this sector for this year. I think the major move is done. In a bear market, sectors which do well tend to do okay in a bull market, and then in bear market, sector who dump more will pump more. So basically, tech stocks and growth stocks, I'm looking for a pump in those two stocks. Okay. Since we're talking about oil, let's look at XLE sector. You can see on XLE there's a gap here, so I would be really looking to fill this gap. Okay, so my preference would be from here, get a rejection. Okay, fill this gap once and for all and then pump. All right, that's my preference because there's a huge gap here. And let's go on. Natural gas, also added some cycle analysis here. Okay, so natural gas is very close to previous lows here, around 2. I think it was around 2.1. Most likely it's going to touch previous lows or maybe go slightly below it. If I go to weekly chart, you can see on weekly chart there is basically here a lot of support here. And if let's go to quickly monthly chart to show you even more what I'm looking, how I'm thinking. So you can see this area here around 1.97. It has tendency to go as low as 1.5 and even around 1.5. But there's a lot of support in this cluster here. Okay, so you can see if I zoom in, I mean, let me put it here. This cluster here, this cluster here, this cluster here. So around this 1.9. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is it's very close to bottom. Okay, and also another thing you can see here, we're getting close to this cycle low here around April, and so we are like almost close to the bottoming phase, and then we're going to be expecting a rally. Okay, so from weekly point of view, I do expect it to basically now around here April start a rally phase. Okay, from here onwards or like this. So yeah, be mindful of that. I think natural gas is very good, one of the best sectors to get into right now. It's you can buy UNG. Let's quickly look at UNG, see if there's any early signs of reversals. You can see we are making, oh, we made a new low, and you can see RSI is higher, PPO is higher. Okay, so this is really good. This is a bullish sign. Okay, you can see momentum, you can see PPO is higher, you can see RSI is also higher. Okay, while the price is lower. All right, you can see price is going lower. Okay, so this is an indication. So what you can do, you can draw a trend line. You can draw a trend line like this. All right, and then you can wait for a breakout. Okay, that will be your buy signal. But all these are good levels to accumulate. All right, should be looking to buy natural gas at these levels, not when they are pumping high. There's a gap here, so it's a way high. It's a lot of percentage from where we are right now to fill that gap. So good times to buy. Bitcoin, a lot of people are here for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I gave you guys a very good summary on cycle analysis basically a couple of days ago. All right, so basically same thing, nothing changed. Let me go to daily. Again, Bitcoin is finding a lot of resistance. It is possible we are still in this rising phase on Bitcoin. Let me go to weekly. We are still in this rising phase. Okay, you can see here we're in this rising phase, so it is possible we can get this still get this pump. So be mindful of that. But it is quite possible we might have another basically it could also go like there are usually multiple cycles within the cycle, so it could also be like now coming off here, find some support here, and then it's going to go here and then come back down. Okay, so it's also possible like that, but I think we are almost near the top. So like I said, I don't think it's the time to basically buy Bitcoin. It's time to basically wait for here in July area, sometime here to buy whatever the price is. I think the bottom will be here, and we'll be looking to buy Bitcoin again in July time frame. Ethereum is doing the same. One thing I want to show on you on Ethereum, I told you guys over the weekend, we got a sell signal. You can see a sell signal. Now we are PPO is trying to cross over red line, so this is also a confirmation. Okay. Also, you can see what was happening. There is a divergence on PPO and RSI, and now this divergence is confirmed. Okay, so as soon as this closes, it's going to probably close tonight or tomorrow, and that's going to be very hard for price to go up after that. All right, so really, crypto is not looking great. Um, it is possible if we get a pump in SPX and US 100, it's possible we can retest the previous highs. Okay, but I don't know. I don't think we're gonna go and break this 31K resistance. So that will be maybe for the later time. Okay, all right. So dollar was kind of weak. I think it's already done the move. Fed is printing infinite money. It's going to keep going lower. Not interested. Gold perfectly working as I predicted. You can see these are cycles. So we'll be looking to buy here sometime here in June, July time frame. Silver, same thing. Already seen the top. Thinks dump is coming. Oh wow, treasury rates are up. I don't know why, but again it's back above this trend line, but again it created a massive gap here. Okay, so most likely it's going to dump. That's what I'm looking for. And let's see if there's anything else I missed. Let's quickly look at basically Tesla. So Tesla, my projections are here. There are gaps. Actually, I got worried in the morning in Tesla because it was such a big gap up, almost 3-4% up, and then eventually it filled the gap. I'm really nervous when the gaps are left to the downside, because that means that they will eventually be filled. And there's this massive gap here, so I don't really like this gap. I wished a couple of days, like Friday, I wished it came down and filled this gap. That will give me that peace of mind, but now there's a gap here, so I'm not really liking it. But anyhow, I think this is my projection. And if I go back to the line chart, you can see it's meeting very close to what I think. It's almost there. So I think it's finding a lot of resistance on this trend line. You can see this daily trend line. If I zoom in a bit, you can see this daily trend line, dotted trend line. It's finding a lot of resistance here, not able to cross it. So tomorrow, maybe if we cross it, we're going to fill this gap. There's this gap around 202. looking for that to fill first, and then it's going to be bullish move. So until our next day, which is 24th of April, I'm expecting bullish move on Tesla. Okay, gold miners, nothing much to, it's going to do same as gold, not interested. I'm interested here. Look at all these gaps to fill, so it's really bad to see that. I think with gold dumping, it's most likely most of these gaps will fill. Bonds were kind of down, which is very interesting. But let's see, it's below 200 SMA, which is not good. So tomorrow it better close above 200 SMA. If not, then it doesn't really look good. There is a divergence on RSI. PPO is also trying to turn bearish. Okay, one other thing to see on Tesla. You can see Tesla, you can see this PPO, it's crossed over, green line is crossed over red line, which is a bullish sign, all right? So I'm not too worried. A lot of mixed signals here, but I'm not too worried on Tesla because things are looking great on Tesla. A lot of other stocks I will show you quickly. Things are looking in a different way. So I think in this bull market for triple Qs to go to next level, next leg higher, it's going to be coming from basically Tesla, Amazon, and Netflix. Look at here, Apple. Apple is very close to massive moves here. All these gaps to fill. And also you can see there's a divergence on RSI and PPO. So I think Apple is gonna maybe go flat a bit here and then pump higher. And look at Amazon. Amazon still has ways to go, and Amazon is still not that far away. You can see previous highs are here, so I'm expecting a pump on Amazon. Google was down quite a bit today, but looks like it might be back testing this 200 SMA line. Okay, multiple. You can see all these massive gaps to fill. So again, I think RSI was very oversold, but I don't see any. The RSI showing some divergence, PPO. So overall, all tech sectors. Let's go to triple Q again. They do show divergence on RSI and PPO, but that doesn't mean anything. If they keep pumping, this will burn. Especially because SPY is down so much. There's no divergence on SPY. If SPY pumps, all sectors will pump. Okay, so that's why I'm not trying to short triple Qs. I think there's still a lot of upside left before probably mid to late April we're gonna short this. All right. Meta, again, all these gaps I'm looking to fill. Netflix, same thing. I think Netflix, you can see we just crossed over. I told you guys buy here, we back tested here, and now it's pumping higher. You can see PPO is going bullish, so that's a good sign. Microsoft was down. Yeah, so a lot of tech sectors are like a couple of stocks are down and a couple of stocks are at the bottom. So that's why I think some of these stocks will help Nasdaq go higher. And then Snowflakes, I'm looking for this gap to fill. NVDA, people keep trying short, it's not going to go down. And with SPY, if SPY pumps, I think it's still going to be a bit flat and then probably going to go near all-time highs. So not looking to short AMD or NVIDIA anytime soon. Okay. And let's quickly look at the sectors. Utility sectors, I already looked at energy sector. Massive bounce, I told you guys a couple of days ago. This is a good area to buy. Massive bounce. XLV, same thing, massive bounce. Since our buy zone here, there's a gap created here today around 127, so it might come back to fill it. XLF looks like it's bottomed already. You can see RSI is showing divergence. PPO is about to cross, green line is about to cross red line. So it looks like we might have seen a bottom here. You can see this cluster of support here, July 2022 and then October and now here. For some reason, market will not let it go down. So I think we might have seen bottom on Friday on financials. So that's what my thinking is. And I think that's about it. Again, guys, if you like my video, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and have a happy rest of the day and happy working week.